you do it with your house. Now it's time to do it with your finances. We're talking about spring cleaning, and two of the Valley's premier financial advisors, Damon Roberts and Matt Deaton of Acute Financial, they brought along their scrubbers and their buckets and their brooms, and they're ready to help clean up our finances. Hey guys, I'm glad you're here.
Good to be here.
Always here on Wednesdays, by the way. All right, so why is now feel like the time to do that, Matt? I know we all feel like we got to clean something.
You know, it's the time we get called to repentance, because we set our New Year's resolutions that we were going to get our house and our finances in order. And it's been 2 or 3 months, and maybe we put that on the back burner. And so now it's springtime when we get to say, okay, I'm going to recommit to some of those goals. I'm going to get stuff done. And so I'm going to take out my finances. I'm going to actually start working on putting together a plan.
Right.
So it's that time of year.
Well, you might look at it for a while first, but you know, at least you're thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
I know it's a process, you guys. I know it's easy peasy for you, but not so much for us. So Damon, how do we begin that process and just pull out of all of our paperwork out and put it in our face?
You know, having it, you know, out of sight, out of mind, right? You need to have it in front of you. But I think we need to rebalance our portfolios and understand, do they match our stage of life? And for those of you who are watching at home, one easy way to do that is to look at the rule of 100. If I take 100 minus my age, that should give me the maximum amount of risk that I should have in my portfolio. So if I'm 30, I ought to have about 70% in equities. If I'm 60, I only should have about 40% in equities. And that can give you a place to kind of start and gauge, do I have too much risk in my portfolio?
You know, that's a really good rule of thumb. And if you take a look at that, then it might be the time to do a little spring cleaning, because things change, our lives evolve, and different things happen. But shouldn't we be doing that all the time anyway, Matt?
Yeah, but I think a lot of people kind of ignore their finances. They maybe had sat down at one point and kind of said, okay, this is how I'm going to invest my money.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times we don't go back and look at that.
Right.
And 5 years go by, and now we're 5 years closer to retirement. And so there needs to be kind of that annual checkup, or at least a checkup every 5 years, right? That you're actually looking at what you're doing. Is it positioned the right way? Am I getting prepared? Or if the market takes a swing the other way, am I going to be hurt and I'm going to end up postponing my retirement because of that?
Yeah, well, those are the consequences that happen, and that's exactly what you're trying to tell us, is to be more proactive. Right, Damon?
Yeah, absolutely. There is consequences for letting things sit around, right? Fidelity did a study in 2010 that polled people that were 60 and older, and they found that the average person lost over 25% in 2008. And these people thought that they had conservative portfolios, and most of this was in their 401ks that they'd set a long time ago and just had not been rebalancing and doing those things. And so that's a huge consequence that delayed people's retirement for many years. And we don't want that for people. We don't want that for our clients.
Right, right. Well, because it's a reflection of you, and you want us to be successful.
Well, and you're paying us to do that. Again, I mean, you're asking an advisor to help you think of the things that you have forgot, or you didn't know about it, or you weren't prepared to kind of look at. And so we're there to ask the questions and actually put together a financial plan that is going to work, as opposed to one that, you know, you just kind of flying by night and you don't know what's going on with it.
Right, right. Whether you like it or not, they're going to make sure that you are successful, right? Despite of yourself, right? All right. Thank you so much, guys. And you can give Matt and Damon a call. And here's what they're going to do. They're going to set up a complimentary retirement readiness review for you. And it's just simply that easy. And you want to make sure that you are one of the few that can actually qualify for that, because space is limited in order to take advantage of that free offer. It's 480-620-6907 is the number to call to reserve your spot. You can always learn more. They have locations actually valley-wide at acutefinancial.org.